There's only two conditions in business: growth or decline. That's it. One of the things we encounter by talking with doctors around the country is that a lot of them don't look forward to what is the end result of this business that I've started. Yeah, there's a clinical, passionate side of helping people, but then there's also a business side, and you got to have them both, because if you don't have the business side, you go out of business and you can't passionately help people. So you got to balance the two. When we talk to doctors, a lot of times they don't have a foresight on what they're going to do in the future to be able to exit this game in a way that they have something to live comfortably on. It's called an exit strategy. When I went and got my business degree, I was taught that an exit strategy should be written before the business starts. That's ideally the thing. Most of us don't do that. Most of us wait until we start going, I'm getting older, what am I going to do? What's the end game? And then they start thinking about an exit strategy. If you don't do that and your plan is, I'll just keep adjusting people, that does lead to burnout. I've seen it. Now, not everybody would have burnout. Some people will love it and do it until the day they die. But I've seen an awful lot of people working into their 80s and not wanting to because they have no other way of supporting themselves. They didn't plan for the future, and now they don't have anything to live off of other than what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. And that is a rough thing. It's called the drop on the patient's back retirement program, meaning that the chiropractor is going to keep adjusting until one day they fall dead on top of a patient. That's not a good exit strategy. A good exit strategy would be, okay, when I get to the point where I'm starting to feel the aches and pains of doing chiropractic, which is a very physical job, what am I going to do with the rest of my life, and how am I going to support myself? So we help people put programs in place to where they can move into an executive role. If you can do that, you make your business more valuable, because you now have a business that is running off of systems, because it's not one person, you, in there working your butt off to make it go right. Banks call that a personality-driven business. And those businesses are not valuable because when the personality leaves, so does the business. So if you have systems in your business, now you're building something that has value to it. And you could have a possible exit strategy. One exit strategy could be, hey, I can run this as an executive until I die, because I don't have to be in there every day, and I'm getting reports of KPIs. And most of our doctors don't know how to do that when they start with us. That's one of the things we do teach doctors, how to measure your key performance indicators, KPIs, so that you know you're in the right track for growth and expansion. There's only two conditions in business: growth or decline. That's it. Nobody ever stayed at a certain level because the economy is growing. And if you don't keep up with that, you're going to be losing money. You have to have a plan. And unless you just want to work and then burn yourself out, which does happen, I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of beating myself up on these patients. We give everything for these patients, and sometimes it costs us our lives. So what we think is better is if you have a plan to be able to get that patient the same type of care, but eventually you can exit out of the treatment side of it and become more of an executive. Well, that's actually a good retirement plan. And if you do that, now you have a saleable commodity, meaning your business is worth something because it's not based on you being there. So if you sell that, now you can have a nest egg to retire on. So there's a lot of ways to look at this so you don't get stuck without an exit strategy. Don't wait too late to decide on that. We can help you with that so you can exit your career winning and have a great retirement after a long, hard career that you've dedicated your life to helping people. So we'd love to be able to help you with that.